The cross of Jesus Christ. Close your eyes and imagine. It is noon and darkness covers the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. Jesus is on the cross. Scripture tells us he then cries out in a loud voice, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And with a loud cry, he then breathes his last. The curtain of the temple is torn in two from top to bottom. And when the centurion who stood there in front of Jesus saw how he died, he said, "Surely this man was the Son of God." Jesus' cry points us to Psalm 22, a psalm written by King David 1,000 years earlier. 1 millennium before the day God had given David words that would ultimately describe the crucifixion of God's Son. Everything David wrote in Psalm 22 was fulfilled. Jesus was surrounded by a crowd who mocked and hurled insults at him. David saw people encircling him, piercing his hands and his feet, yet not breaking one of his bones. David saw people dividing up his garments by casting lots for his clothing. Whatever befell King David, it now perfectly described the events of Jesus' crucifixion. Jesus points us to Psalm 22 for a purpose. The death of God the Son was no mistake. It had been planned millennium before. And though it appeared that Jesus' cause had failed, Resurrection Sunday would later proclaim the truth. Things are not what they seem. Good Friday and Easter Sunday teach us to patiently and earnestly wait upon God. The disciples at first did not understand that the power of death must be overcome by the sacrificial love of a perfect sacrifice. If they had only understood that they must wait for Easter Sunday, if they had only read all of the words in Psalm 22, then they would have known that Jesus' cry was not the end. Far from it. Jesus knew that as he took the sins of the world upon himself, finishing the purpose for which he had come, that his cry was indeed heard. And so too we can know that our cries for help are heard by our Father in heaven. The crucifixion is victory, not defeat, to all who look upon the cross with faith. The power of death and sin have been forever destroyed for all who choose Jesus. Take a moment to fix your gaze upon the cross. And in the cross, we see God, the God of love, who gave us life so that we might truly live. Take a moment and respond in prayer. Lord, thank you. Your sacrifice means my forgiveness. Help me to understand this gift. It is by your grace that I have been saved through faith, and not because of anything I have done, not by works, but because of the cross of Jesus Christ.